So I figured I was gonna do an unfiltered version of what life is whenever you try to quit your job and trying to find your way out. So many people want to quit their job like I did and want to venture out. One thing is, it's not easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not easy, but it's so rewarding. People want security. When you have a job, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks or however often you get paid. That's great and dandy, but you don't have the freedom of your time. You have to request PTO, you have to go through all that hassle. But when you work for yourself, you can actually travel whenever you want. You could decide if you don't want to work or anything like that. Today is a weekday, it's Monday, and it doesn't even feel like a Monday because I'm doing what I want as I want. But the problem is, if you don't go out and grind, you're not going to have any money coming in, and you need money to live, right? So my thing is, I always tell people, if your goal is to go out and do things on your own, you need a safety net, right? So for instance, if you're married, you can have a conversation with your spouse where you could be like, you know what, I'm going to take a year to kind of figure out this YouTube situation or this entrepreneurship, opening a restaurant or your side hustle, whatever it is, it's totally fine. But you need a cushion. So if you have a spouse, that's a lot easier because they're able to cover the bases and you can focus on your hustle. But if you don't, that means that everything is on you. So before you quit your job, don't rush to quit your job and you get to a situation where you're broke, you're stressed, you're worried about how you're going to pay your rent and all that stuff, especially if you have a dependent, you have a kid or whatever the case may be. So I have a kid and I have, a lot of obligations and things on my plate. So what I did was I leveraged real estate. So when I was working, I was able to get good income and I was able to invest. So now I have tenants that are paying me rent and all that stuff. So that's number one. Number two, you want to make sure that your standard of living is really low, right? So for me, I used to drive a Tesla. So I bought the Tesla right when it came out, and my monthly payment on the car was maybe like 1,000. That's including insurance, right? So that's a lot of money. So if your goal is for you to be able to go out and do your own business and everything, you want to make sure that your minimum obligations, which is your fixed costs or your car payment, your rent, your mortgage, whatever it is, you want to make sure that it's not too high. Because if it's not, you have the breathing room to be able to say, you know what, it only gonna cost you 3,000 a month to maintain. You have a savings of maybe 15,000. That's gonna cover you for 5 months. So my thing is, if you're able to save and have a cushion, is going to give you room to hustle and do what you want to do. That's number one.